Hi, everybody. So we're just getting ready here for our 5 o'clock yoga class. As you join us, feel free to grab your mats. If you have blocks, you can grab those. Today we'll definitely be using a strap, and if you don't have a yoga strap at home, that's fine. Grab a belt or a towel, and we're going to do a very relaxing and restorative flow tonight. So also feel free to grab some blankets as well. So welcome everybody. We're going to get started our class at 5 o'clock. Feel free to grab your mat if you have blocks, blankets, pillows, and we'll definitely be using a strap tonight. And if you don't have a yoga strap at home, don't worry, grab a belt, grab a towel, grab an article of clothing that you can use for tonight. Hey Luna, how are you? Welcome. Reading flow tonight to find some balance, and if anybody has any special requests, please feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'd be happy to focus in on a part of the body if you're looking for something in particular tonight. But for now, grab your mat, grab some blocks if you have them. If not, you can use books. A blanket for the end of class would be really nice, and a strap. And if you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, you can use a towel, you can use an article of clothing. And we'll get started soon. So tonight as we move through the practice, just remember to listen to your body. If something doesn't feel appropriate, remember that you can always back off or opt out. And tonight we're going to be doing an all levels yoga flow. And we'll start off really in a gentle and relaxing way as we build our way up tonight. And we'll get started in just a couple of minutes, so feel free to grab your props and let me know if you have any requests. So again, if you're just joining us, we're going to get started shortly. Go ahead and grab a blanket. If you have blocks, you can grab those. If not, books will work, some thicker books. But we'll definitely be using a strap tonight. And again, if you don't have a yoga strap, that's totally okay. Grab a belt or a towel or an article of clothing that you can use for tonight's class. And if anybody has requests for tonight, please let me know. If your back is achy, if the shoulders need some attention, go ahead and let us know in the comments. Hey, Becca, I miss you guys. And thanks for sharing, everybody. Yeah, feel free to share the video with friends tonight. Again, it's going to be an all levels yoga class, and we're going to start off very, very restful and relaxed as we ease into the movements tonight. Hey, Kirsty, welcome. Yay, yoga class. So again, if you didn't hear me earlier, go ahead and grab a strap for tonight. And if you don't have a strap, you can use a belt. Ooh, hey, Morgan. Yeah, we can work on some shoulders. Love you too. Hey, Leah. Oh, yeah, I should start posting Eastern Standard Time and letting you know. I think what is it, 2 hours for Colorado? I'm glad you can make it, though. All right, everybody. So again, grab a strap, grab a blanket. If you've got some pillows laying around on your couch, grab those. You might want them. We're going to do an all levels yoga class here. So it's 5 o'clock. Let's begin. All right, everybody. We're going to start on our back on the mat. So make your way down to the floor. You can find the feet resting on the floor if you'd like, maybe letting them come out about as wide as the mat, allowing the knees to fall together. Another option is to bring the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to fall out to the sides. If this feels a little too intense, you can grab either blocks, or if you have pillows from your couch at home, you could use pillows too to place underneath of the knees. And another option, if those two don't work for you, you can just come down to lying in Shavasana or corpse pose. And we're going to start our class tonight with a body scan so that we can get all of that awareness out of our head and back into our physical body before we move. And so from whatever position you've chosen, again, make sure you feel comfortable. you feel relaxed in whatever choice. Allow the arms to come down by the sides. And take a moment just to notice the parts of the body that are making contact with the mat right now. Noticing the weight of the body as it begins to rest and soften into the mat below. And bring your attention all the way down to your feet. And as we move through this brief body scan here, just see if you can keep all of your attention on those parts of the body as we move through. And so just becoming aware of the toes, the soles of the feet, the tops of your feet. Letting the awareness move into your ankles, into your shins and calves. Just noticing whatever's there as you watch, as you scan your body. Feeling into the knees and the thighs. Just observing without judgment. Allow your awareness to move from the legs into the pelvis, noticing the hips, noticing the low back. And allow that awareness to move from the lower back up into your middle back. Maybe noticing the rise and fall of the ribs with the breath. And allow that awareness to move into your upper back. That space between the shoulder blades. And please direct your attention next into your hands. Feeling the fingers and the palms. Notice the wrists and your lower arms, forearms. And feel into the elbows, just becoming aware of any senses, any sensations or lack thereof. Letting the awareness move into the upper arms and into the shoulders. Allow the awareness to move from your shoulders into your neck. And from the neck into the face. Feeling the jaw unhinging, noticing where the tongue is resting in the mouth, noticing the lips, bringing the attention to your cheeks, your nose, and your eyes. Noticing your brow. Then allow that awareness to move from the face around to the sides of the head, the back of the head, all the way up to the crown of your head. And then allow your awareness to move to your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose, if possible. And here, if you'd like, you can place one hand on your belly and one hand on the upper chest as we start to engage the 3-part breath. Breathing in through your nose, expand the belly out like a balloon. Fill your rib cage in every direction. Fill your upper chest with breath. And as you exhale, release the air from the top of the lungs down through the ribs. Pull the navel in. Let go of every last inch of stale air. Breathing in, expanding from the belly all the way up to the upper chest. And exhaling, releasing from the upper chest all the way down to the bottom of the belly. And continue this 3-part breath. Perhaps creating that little engagement, that little squeezing sensation in the back of the throat for the Ujjayi breath technique as well. Creating audible noise like ocean waves. And when you're ready, very slowly draw the feet to the floor. You can rock your knees from side to side. And when you're ready, come to stillness, and on the exhale, pull the left knee into the chest. Place the hands on the left knee as you draw the right leg down to the mat. And we'll start just by making some circles with the left ankle, moving in one direction a few times, and then moving in the opposite direction. Remembering to keep this breath going as you move. And then relax the ankle. Place the right hand on top of the hip, keep the left hand on the left knee, and start to create circles with that left knee. Starting to awaken the hip joint on the left side. And then again, reversing that direction. Moving with your breath and listening to your body and what it needs in this moment. And then draw that left knee back in toward the chest. Place the hands around the left knee, flex the feet, press your right leg down, and on an exhale, use your core strength to draw the nose toward the knee. Pausing for just a moment, and then exhale, lowering the upper body down. Pull the right knee in to meet your left. Place the hands around the right knee, bring the left leg down to the mat. We'll start by making circles with that right ankle. Move at your own pace. And then switch the direction. And as we move throughout this practice tonight, see if you can keep the awareness in your body. Instead of letting the mind wander, whenever you notice it's gone, bring that awareness back to the sensations in your body. And then find stillness with the ankle. Left hand rests on top of the left hip to keep it grounded on the mat. And then that right hand guides the right knee in circles, moving in one direction. And then reversing, moving in the opposite direction. Tuning into your breath, letting the breath guide your movement. And the next time you pull that right knee in toward the chest, place the hands around the knee, interlacing the fingers, flex the feet, press your left leg down. Exhale, draw the nose toward the knee. Use your core strength and not your neck to lift. And exhale, slowly release your upper body down, drawing the left knee in to meet the right, and then just pump the knees in and out a few times here for Anahatasana. Let's ground the left foot, draw the right knee into the chest, and grab your strap or bell or towel or whatever it is you're using tonight, and go ahead and wrap it around the right foot. So you're going to wrap it around the ball of the big toe, ball of the left toe, ball of the big toe, ball of the little toe, on that right foot. Now your choice, you can keep the left foot on the floor or bring the left leg down to the mat. Relax your shoulders. You can keep the right knee slightly bent if you need to. And we'll just start by receiving a few breaths here. Paying attention to those sensations and what they're trying to tell you, knowing that you have full autonomy over your practice, so if at any point you need to back off or rest, you can always do so. So let's place the left hand on top of the left hip to keep it grounded, and then on the exhale, draw the right leg out to the right. Just as far as is comfortable, it doesn't need to come down to the floor. And make sure that that left side of your pelvis is still grounded on your mat. If that left hip starts to rise up, maybe drawing that right leg back up for leverage so you can ground back down. Listen to your body here. And then as you inhale, we'll draw the right leg back up. Hold on to the strap or towel or belt with that left hand. And as you exhale, guide the right leg over to the left. Now, same concept here. You want your pelvis completely grounded on the mat. So if that right hip starts to draw up, ground it back down here. And breathe. Using your breath to move into those places of tension. And then inhale, right leg rises back up. And as you exhale, slowly bring the right foot to the floor. And then draw the left knee in towards your chest. We'll place that strap around the left leg as you straighten it. Bringing the right leg down to the mat. And just pause here for a moment. Breathing into your left leg. Paying attention on purpose to the sensations in your body in this moment. And then place the right hand on top of the right hip, and as you exhale, allow that left leg to draw out to the left. And again, keep the pelvis grounded, that right side stays rooted on your mat. Relax the shoulder, soften through your face, unhinge your jaw. Expansive breaths here. On the next inhale, that left leg rises up. Hold on with the right hand, and as you exhale, guide that left leg over to the right. Make sure the left side of the pelvis stays grounded here. Listen to your body and breathe. And then breathing in, that left leg rises back up to center. Bend the left knee. Release your strap or belt or towel, and then bring both feet to the floor and just rock the knees from right to left for a moment. And then let's roll over onto one side and make our way up to hands and knees on the mat. Take your time as you arrive in tabletop, knowing that you can grab a blanket to place underneath of the knees as well. And if you have socks on, it's always nice to take them off for a little traction as we begin to move. So finding tabletop position, the knees are hips width, directly underneath of the hips. Hands are under the shoulders, shoulders width, fingers spread wide like starfish. Press down through the thumb, index finger, and tips of the fingers. And as you inhale, lift the head, chest, and tailbone. Exhale, tuck the tailbone round through the spine. And flow in and out of cat-cow at your own pace. Remembering to really pay attention to your body as you move tonight. And the next time you round through the spine, sit back to the heels for child's pose. You can walk the arms forward here. Relax through the head and neck. Breathing in, rise back up with a rounded spine. Drop the belly, lift the head and chest. And then exhale, tuck the toes, lift and arch back for downward facing dog. And as you arrive, you're pressing your hands firmly into the mat, pushing your body away from you. You can bend one knee at a time as you arrive, cycling out, maybe shaking the head yes, shaking the head no. And then find stillness in your downward facing dog. On an inhale, roll forward into plank for a moment and just check in. You want your hands stacked again underneath of your shoulders, bone stacked above bone here. Heels pressing back, little lift of the pelvis and the heart. And then as you exhale, pull your navel back as you shift into downward facing dog, keeping the hands and feet where they are. Receive a breath in. Open the mouth and release. Breathing in, the right leg rises skyward. And as you exhale, carefully step the right foot between the hands, guiding the left knee down to the mat. On an inhale, drawing both hands up to the right thigh. Now strengthen through your legs, squeeze muscle around bone, and continue pressing the right foot, left leg down into the mat. So tonight our intention for our practice is to ground ourselves and to be embodied. It's very helpful when we really focus on muscular engagement because that gives us a sense of connection to something stable and solid. And so notice what that's like. Engage your core, draw the pelvic floor and navel in and up. And on an inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Now you can stay here, or on an exhale, bend your elbows, roll the shoulders back and down, and a little lift of your heart and chin. If this is too much on your lower back, please back off. You can lengthen through your spine instead of bending back. Breathing in, rise back up. Exhale, right hand to right hip. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. And then exhale, gently tip to your right. Stay really strong through your legs here. Drawing both legs in toward the midline. Inhale, rise and reach back up. Right arm comes to meet the left. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lean forward. Stay strong through the legs. And then exhale, twist to your right. Hook your left elbow to the outer right knee. Palms press into one another, lengthen through the spine. Now you can stay here, down on your left knee, or for those of you who want more of a challenge, you can tuck that left toe and lift the left knee. Expansive breaths wherever you are, tuning in and paying attention to your body. Breathing in, sweep the arms out and up. Again, either the knee is lowered or the knee is lifted, your choice. And exhale, we'll release the hands to the mat, plant your palms, step back to downward dog. And as you arrive here, again, pedaling out if you'd like, or shaking the head out. And then finding stillness. Breathing in, the left leg rises. Exhale, step that left foot between the hands. And again, remember, if your foot doesn't reach all the way, you can use your hand to support it forward. Lower the right knee down. Gently bring the hands to the left thigh as you lengthen. Again, take a moment to feel that connection to the earth below you, grounding into the mat. Squeeze muscle around bone. And inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Now the pubic bone's tucking in toward the navel slightly here. Relax your shoulders. And your choice, you can stay here or in an exhale, bend your elbows, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart, a little back bend. Honor your body. Be where you are. No judgments. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, left hand to left hip. Inhale again, lengthen through the spine in the right arm, and then exhale, gently tip over to your left. Pausing here, keeping your legs strong. muscles engaged. Inhale, rise and lengthen, both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Begin to lean forward and then twist to your left, hooking the right elbow to the outer left thigh. You can stay here on the right knee, or you can tuck the right toes and lift the right knee as you send the heel back. Again, listen to your body and use your breath to your advantage here. Continuing to feel the length in your spine. Now, either with that right knee lifted or right knee lowered on the inhale, coming back to lunge. And on an exhale, plant your palms, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Feeling free to add some movement to your down dog if you'd like, or just finding stillness. Rolling your upper arms in towards your ears. You're pressing firmly, drawing the navel in. Thighs are pressing back and away from you. And then breathing in. Bend your knees deeply. Let your belly come towards your thighs as you gaze forward. And exhale, slowly walk into Uttanasana, forward fold. When you arrive, feet or hips width distance apart. If you'd like, you can hold on to the elbows here. Keep a little bend in your knees, maybe rocking from side to side. If there's tension through the upper back or neck, again, you can shake yes and no. And then take a moment of stillness here, maybe holding on to the elbows or maybe wrapping the arms around the backs of the legs, whatever your preference is. And start to send that breath into your upper back, that space between the shoulder blades. Remembering that 3-part breath, filling your belly and then your rib cage and then your upper chest, inflating with as much breath as possible. And then exhale, releasing every last inch of stale air. Release your upper arms down. Inhale, slide the hands up your shins, roll the shoulders back and down. Lengthen through your spine. And then exhale, forward fold. Breathing in, sweep up into tall mountain. Arms reach out and up as you look up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, gaze up. Exhale, hinge from the waist and fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. And then exhale, plant your fingertips, step your right foot back for a lunge. Pausing here, rolling the shoulders back, pressing the left knee forward, right heel back. Try not to sink through the pelvis, so there's a little lift and engagement. And take a moment to tune back in to the muscles squeezing around bone in the legs. Plant the right hand closer to your left foot, and then inhale, sweep the left arm out and open. Make sure you're not dropping that right hip too much, so there's still an engagement and an elevation there. And then exhale, release the left hand down, step the right hand back out. Inhale to plank pose. Now as you arrive, again, making sure that you're not sinking through the pelvis, there's just a little lift. You're lifting up and out of the shoulders. Crown of the head reaches forward, a little lift of your heart. One more breath here if possible. Remember, you can always lower your knees if you need to. And then exhale, lowering knees, chest, or chin, or coming down onto your belly. Inhale, let's take a small cobra together. So tops of the feet press, hands are under the shoulders. Squeeze your elbows in, roll the shoulders in toward your spine and down towards your pelvis as you lift your heart. And then exhale, lower your upper body, shift the weight back as you tuck the toes, downward dog. Receive a breath in, let it go. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it through to the front of the mat. Pausing here for a moment again. Feeling that right knee pressing forward, left heel back. Plant the left hand closer to your right foot. Inhale, sweep the right arm out and open. Strong through the legs. Continue feeling the crown of the head extending forward. And exhale, release the right hand down. Step the left hand back out. Breathing into plank pose. And your choice of a flow, either lowering down to the belly, knees, chest, chin, or maybe a chaturanga. Inhale, lifting into either cobra or upward dog. And as you exhale, shifting back, downward facing dog. Receive a breath in and release. Inhale, left leg rises. And exhale, step that left foot between the hands. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale, hinge and fold. Step your feet together. Keep a small space between the heels. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, sweep the arms forward and up for chair pose. So the weight is in your heels here. Pull the navel in towards your spine. And again, stay strong through your legs. Feel that grounding engagement. If this is a lot on your shoulders, maybe the arms come out wide here. One more breath. Exhale, forward fold. Step the feet out to hips width distance again. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. As you rise, palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Now keep your feet in mountain pose. So that means the feet are about hips width distance apart. Strengthen the muscles of your legs. Lengthen through your spine. Inhale, arms sweep forward and up. And as you exhale this time, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose, but please don't step the feet together. Keep them hips width. Now pause for a moment. Again, arms might come out wide if that's more supportive for your shoulders. Place the weight into your left foot. Guide the right knee up, and then exhale, carefully step the right toes back for high lunge. Now you can keep the arms out wide, palms facing up, or you can come into cactus arms, bending your elbows so that they're in alignment with your shoulders. Now make sure your left knee is in alignment with your hip, and it's stacked above or behind your ankle. Nice and strong through the legs and through the core. Now we're going to do a fun little transition here. So ground your right foot down into the mat. Sweep the right hand back. Left arm reaches back for peaceful warrior. Inhale, rise up. Warrior two. Left knee is bent. And exhale, left elbow to left knee as the right arm reaches either straight up or bicep can reach over the ear, creating one long line from fingers to the edge of the right foot. Breathing in, rise up into warrior two. Exhale, peaceful warrior, right hand to the thighs, the left arm rises. Keep that left knee bending here. Inhale, rise back up through warrior two. And then let's lift the right heel, turning the right hip forward as we sweep the arms forward and up. Now exhale, begin to lean forward. And then step the right foot to meet the left for chair pose. Receive a breath in. And let it go as you fold. And just take a moment here in this forward fold. Maybe resting the fingertips down to line up with the outer toes or holding on to elbows, your choice. And then breathing in, sweep the arms out and up. Rise back up to tall mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Ground down through both of your feet again. Finding Pada Bandha, which are those 3 points of contact under the foot, the ball of the big toe, ball of the little toe, and heel. And really plug those 3 areas down with each foot. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up. As you exhale, bend your knees, sink the hips back for chair pose, remembering that alternative to bring the arms out wide if that feels good for you. Place the weight into your right foot, guide the left knee skyward, and then exhale, guide that left foot straight back, tucking the toes for high lunge. Now again, the arms might be out to your side, shoulders height, palms face up, or maybe cactus arms, depending on what feels appropriate in your body. Remembering to stay strong through the legs, muscles squeezing around bone. And just checking in with that right knee in alignment with the hip, knees pointing toward the middle toes. Now we're going to ground that left heel down as we sweep back for peaceful warrior, left hand to left thigh as the right arm rises, reaching back. Inhale, rise up to warrior two. Exhale, right elbow to right thigh, left arm rises up or sweeps over the ear. Breathing in, rising back up through warrior two. And then let's turn the left heel to lift. Arms come out wide, high lunge. Maybe arms reach up or cactus. And then as you exhale, begin to lean forward. Step the left foot to meet the right, chair pose. Maybe arms are out to the sides. And then exhale, forward fold. Receive a breath in and release. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Now here, let's grab a hold of the big toe with the index finger and middle finger. So you're going to just sweep those fingers under the toes. On the inhale, straighten the arms, reach the crown of the head forward. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, drawing your heart closer to your thighs. Inhale, straightening the arms, reaching the crown of the head forward. We'll do that again. Exhale, a little bend of the knees, bend your elbows deeply as you draw your chest towards your thighs. And pause here, breathing into the upper back, into the shoulders, into any of those places where your body's asking for your attention. Send your breath there. And then gently release the grip from the toes. Breathing in, sweep the arms out and up, rise up, tall mountain. Palms touch, look up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Receive a breath in. Let it go. So next, let's turn to the side of your mat, allowing the feet to come out as wide as is comfortable. Heels are in alignment here, toes are pointing in toward one another slightly, so the weight is falling into the outsides of your feet. Now strengthen muscle around bone, little engagement of your core here, and then two options. You can interlace the fingers and the palms together behind your back. If that's not accessible for you today, you can use a strap and hold on to the strap. So again, two options, listen to your body. So breathing in, straighten the arms, reaching the arms back behind you, lift the heart, a little lift of your chin. And as you exhale, hinge from the waist and fold forward, allowing the arms to rise as much as is comfortable behind you. And maybe you rock your arms from side to side here, loosening up through the shoulders. Maybe you shake the head yes, and shake the head no, depending on what feels good for you. And then on an exhale, let the hands come to the low back, slide the hands down the backs of the legs, and then plant the hands under the shoulders on the mat. Inhale, rise up onto your fingertips, straighten the arms as you reach the crown of the head forward. And then exhale, fold back in. And just receive a few more breaths here. Letting go. Noticing those sensations as they arise in your body without judgment. And we'll place the hands on the hips. Breathing in, strengthen your legs, engage your core as you sweep yourself up. Maybe arms reach out and up as you rise. And exhale, hands through heart center. And then let's step the feet back in. And we're going to do a little balance pose next. For those of you who have a strap or a belt or a towel, go ahead and grab that. And I'll give you guys a few options here. So find yourself in mountain. Feet are directly underneath of the hips, the insides of the feet straight like railroad tracks. And then with your belt or strap or whatever you have, you're going to wrap it around the ball of the big toe, ball of the little toe of that right foot. Now as you arrive, you're going to place that weight into your left foot, maybe a little bend of the left knee for support. Strengthen your legs, engage the pelvic floor and navel, and when you're ready, draw that right leg forward. You can walk your arms a little closer, or the hands a little closer to the foot on the strap. Now you stay where you are. I'm just going to shift my angle so you can see me a little bit better. So roll your shoulders back and down here, and your leg doesn't need to be straight. You can keep the knee slightly bent if that's more supportive, or maybe it's too much on your hip and you keep the leg a little lower. Listen to your body. Be where you are. Now you can stay here holding on with the right hand and maybe sweep the left arm out to the left. One more breath here, continuing to lengthen through your spine. And then as you exhale, draw the left hand back to the strap or the belt or the towel and slowly lower that right foot down. And then rock the hips out, maybe shake the feet out a little bit, and then we'll switch sides. So grounding firmly into mountain pose, placing your strap or belt or towel or whatever you have here as a strap, placing that under the left foot. Place the weight into the right foot, a little bend of that right knee, and when you're ready on the inhale, the left leg rises. And again, you stay where you are, continuing to ground and plug into those 3 points of contact underneath the right foot. Maybe a little bend of the knee, whatever it takes to keep the length in your spine. So you don't want to be rounding here. You don't want to be arching back, but continue to feel that axial extension. Maybe on an inhale, reaching the right arm out to the right. Relax your shoulders, expansive breaths. And then on an exhale, a little bend of the knee as you release the foot down, relaxing the arm down. And you can give a little shake. And then drop that strap. And let's make our way down onto our belly on the mat. So tonight we're going to be doing bow pose. So please honor your body. If there's any pain in your lower back, back off or opt out. So coming down onto your belly, either the chin or the forehead's on the mat. We're going to bend the knees, bringing the feet into the air. And your first option is to reach back and grab a hold of the tops of the feet. Now, if your hands don't reach your feet, no worries. An option is to interlace the fingers and the palms together behind the back and stay here. And if that's difficult, remember you can use your strap to hold on to. But if you can reach your feet, go ahead and grab your feet. Now strengthen your legs. Pull the navel in toward the spine. And on the inhale, we'll all lift just the head and chest first. Rolling the shoulders back. Now try not to lift your head so much that you crunch the back of your neck. And remember, if you can't reach your feet, you're still lifted, but your arms are together. On an exhale, lift the legs from the thighs. This might be tricky if you don't have the hands on your feet, but just do the best you can and engage your legs. So let your legs pull your upper arms and your chest open. A few more breaths here. Remember, you can always release if you need to. And then exhale, slowly lowering from wherever you are. You can bring your forearms to stack under your forehead. Receive a breath in. Let it go. And then bend your knees and just rock your feet from side to side. Softening through that low back. Maybe taking more release breaths if you're feeling the breath is labored and you need to slow it down. And then release your legs down, slide the hands underneath the shoulders, and come up to hands and knees for a moment. So this next pose is called Anahatasana, or heart melting pose. So we start in tabletop, and you want your hips to stay stacked above your knees this whole time. And as you exhale, you'll slowly walk your arms and your heart a little closer to the mat. So again, notice that my pelvis stays where it is, hips are stacked above knees still. And your choice, if it feels appropriate, maybe the chin comes to the mat. If that's too much on your neck, forehead comes down to the mat. And if you need even more assistance, you can grab a blanket or a prop to rest under your forehead. But continue to keep your hips elevated above your knees as you walk your arms forward and breathe here. This is a really deep stretch, so listen to your body. And remember, you can always rest or opt out of a pose. And then breathing in very slowly, start to walk the hands back up. You can rock the hips from side to side. And then let's sit back into child's pose. So maybe the knees come out nice and wide, big toes come together. Walk your arms forward, bringing your forehead down to the mat. And here, really start to walk those arms away from you and then press your palms into the mat. Press the hands down even harder here, feeling that engagement through your shoulders and your upper back. Breathing deeply as you press your hands down. Sensing into that grounding connection. And then exhale, relax your arms. And we'll just receive a few breaths here. Feel the weight of the body relaxing down into the mat. And just scan your body and notice what's there. And then breathing in, we'll slowly rise back up to hands and knees. And we'll transition to a seated position on the mat. And so swiveling the legs forward here. And if you'd like, if you have a folded blanket or a little pillow, feel free to sit up on the edge of that pillow or that blanket so that you can lift the pelvis. Now drawing the legs together, toes point up, Draw the hands down beside you. And when you're ready on an exhale, pull the right foot in toward the groin. Step the right foot to the outside of the left thigh. And I'm just going to shift so you can see this position a little bit better. And once you arrive here, ground that right foot down, left leg presses down, toes point skyward. Wrap your left arm around your right leg. As you do so, pull that right leg in toward you as you lengthen through your spine. Reach the right arm forward and then exhale, sweep that right arm back. Follow with your gaze, planting the fingertips on the floor behind you. Now relax your shoulders away from your ears and gaze over your right shoulder. Both of your sitting bones are still grounded into the mat here. And each inhalation invites a lengthening through the spine as if a string is pulling you up through the crown of your head. And then on an exhale, slowly unwinding out of the twist. Place the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Again, I'm going to shift. You can stay where you are so you can see this a little better. So your hips are pointing forward, spine is nice and long, and if you have that strap or towel handy, you can always use that for this pose as well. Inhale, the arms sweep forward and up. Lengthen through your spine, relax your shoulders, and then exhale, turn your torso toward the left, hinge from the waist, lead with the heart as you fold forward. Maybe using that strap or towel or belt if you'd like around the foot, or you can rest the hands on the shin, the ankle, or the foot here. Both sitting bones stay grounded. Breathing deeply. Softening through your upper body. And just notice where you might hold on to tension and stress in your body. We all tend to have patterns of holding. Some people hold tension in the shoulders. Some people hold tension in the neck or in the low back, maybe in the hands or the jaw. So just noticing those parts of the body that you need to continue to remind to soften. What are your holding patterns? And then breathing in, slowly walk your way back up. And we'll stretch that right leg forward. If you want, you can bend the knees and windshield wiper through the feet. And then we'll draw the left foot in toward the groin. Step the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Press your right leg down firmly, grounding it into the mat. Sweep the right arm around your left leg, pulling that thigh in closer to the torso as you lengthen. Left arm reaches forward, and as you exhale, sweep that left arm back. Follow with the gaze. Plant the fingertips a few inches from the base of the spine as you gaze over your left shoulder. Remembering not to round through your spine here, but to find that length. The inhalation draws you up through the crown of the head. And the exhalation invites you to soften any of that unnecessary tension, especially through the face and through the jaw. And then breathing in, coming forward. As you unwind, let's step that left foot to the inner right thigh this time. As you arrive, hips are pointing forward. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, a little turn to the right. Hinge from the waist and fold. Again, you can use that strap if you'd like, or you can rest the hands wherever it's most comfortable. Balance effort with ease. Soften through your upper body. And breathe. And breathing in very slowly and mindfully, walk your way back up. We'll straighten that left leg out, bounce both the knees, windshield wiper through the feet. And then the next pose we're going to come into is legs up the wall. So allow yourself to find a comfortable position close to a wall. You can even pull the mat up a little closer here if you need to. And then once you find that wall that's accessible, you're going to come to sit up along the side of the wall. You're going to start to lean back onto one forearm as you swivel your legs up the wall. You may need to shift so that your lower body comes a little bit closer to the wall. And then when you're ready, relaxing your back down. Now you can keep the legs together here. Or if it feels good for you, you can let the legs come out wide on your wall if that's accessible. Or another option is to take a Supta Anahatasana at the wall, where you bring the soles of the feet together. And so, listening to your body and choosing the option that feels best for you, making sure that you're comfortable, you're feeling supported, and relax here. Now, if any of you don't have access to a wall, I'd like to mention that you can do this with a chair. If you have a chair close by, scoot a chair up, and then you can just bend the knees and rest the feet on the chair. So that's another alternative if you don't have easy access to a wall right now. And whenever you arrive, just let go. Noticing the parts of the body that are making contact with the mat, that are making contact with a wall or a chair. Softening the face, softening the jaw. Notice if your mind is wandering. If so, where did it go? No judgment, just notice. And then see if you can pull the attention back into your body. Each time you do this, you're training your mind. You're training the brain to come back to one point of focus. To be aware of what's happening in the present moment in your body right now. When you're ready, placing the feet back on the wall, or if you're in the chair, you can slowly roll over. If you're lying on your back, slowly roll over onto your side. And then we're going to make our way into Shavasana, or corpse pose. So you can stay where you are if that's where your setup is and you're comfortable, just coming back to lying on your mat. For those of you who have low back discomfort, remember you can keep your feet on the floor, the width of the mat, and let the knees fall together so that there's no muscular effort. Or another option is to place a blanket or some pillows underneath of the legs. Relax the arms down by the sides, palms face up. And as you arrive in Shavasana, bring your attention back, noticing the weight of the body melting away into the earth. Letting your breath be natural, just watching its flow, its rhythm. And allow yourself to completely let go and relax. Receive a breath in and then let it go. Gently bringing your attention back to this moment. And you can start to bring gentle movements into the body, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, maybe circling ankles and wrists, and stretching out as you reawaken into this beautiful afternoon. And take your time as you bring your feet to the floor and roll over onto one side. And just take a moment lying on your side, perhaps resting the head on your arm. And just show yourself some gratitude for the time you've taken for your health and your well-being today. And when you're ready, pressing your way back up to a comfortable seated position. And we'll close with the sound of Om. You can feel free to chant with us or just listen. Maybe bringing the hands to the heart if that's comfortable, or finding a meaningful position for you if that doesn't resonate. And we'll close with an Om, receiving a big breath in to begin. The light in me honors and respects the light in each of you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice tonight. Namaste. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here today for our Facebook Live yoga class. I'll have more classes on the schedule soon. Keep an eye open for them. And I'm so grateful for you all to be here tonight with me. I'm offering these classes freely, but if you are interested and able to donate, that is greatly appreciated. My pleasure, Luna. Thanks for being here. So I've got a little bit of information in the comments to this live section that does have information if you do want to donate. And if you can't donate, no worries. Feel free to share, tag your friends. And I'll be posting these videos in my group, Lindsay Jamison Yoga and Mindfulness. You can access these classes at any time. And thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I truly appreciate it. And we'll be back probably Wednesday at the same time for yoga, but keep your eyes peeled for a post. And if anybody's interested in chair yoga, I'll be teaching a chair yoga class tomorrow at 10 a.m. With mellow massage and yoga. So if anybody has any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for being here.